Hello. So wanted to give a quick update. I'm almost right around 5 weeks post-op, maybe a little short of that. My surgery was on Cinco de Mayo, so May 5th. I had my appointment with the PA finally because radiology was really slow with sending my images to Dr. Rasouli. So typically you have that appointment between 2 to 3 weeks. So mine was about 3.5 to 4 weeks post-op, and they reviewed my x-rays, my images, and we had maybe a 5-minute brief call just checking in, and x-rays looked good. I kind of went over what I was currently doing just to make sure that I was continuing to get the green light, even though I was basically doing what Rasouli had recommended to me, or I suggested some things to Rasouli, and he said that those things would be okay, such as doing a recumbent bike, which I started about a week ago. I'll get into that experience a little bit. Increase my walking, and then graduating from 5-pound dumbbells to like 10 and 15. And these are like 90% seated workouts, neutral spine workouts, not bending, not twisting, still staying within those guidelines, but not loading the spine hardly at all while keeping a neutral spine. So all those things are really important. I'm not just going to the gym, doing random exercises and, not throwing caution to the wind. So all of these exercises I'm doing has been approved by Dr. Rasouli. So I started out with a recumbent bike, I believe it was maybe Thursday or Friday last week. And I went a little too hard, too fast. I think did 40 minutes. I should have probably done 15 or 20. I did 15 yesterday. That felt a lot better. So I had a little bit of left lower extremity nerve pain. It wasn't bad. It was maybe a 3 to 4, at the worst maybe a 5 out of 10, as far as like discomfort. Just a little bit of tightness, a little bit of like almost like feel like electrical shock, kind of pins and needles. But then after a good night's sleep, all that went away. I feel fine. So it's definitely a intensity and range of motion, and I'm just now getting into. So I have like a little bit of nervy sensations, nothing drastic, for maybe an hour after I'm done working out, then it goes away. So that is where I'm at. So I'm kind of in this gray area now between your 4 weeks to 8 weeks, and then 8 weeks to 12 weeks. And I believe I see Rasouli via telehealth in July. And that's kind of when you expect to get the green light. Like, hey, you can do anything, just listen to your body. I'd imagine things like hitting a golf ball as hard as you can, and intense plyometrics probably aren't like advised at that point, but that's kind of like what you're working towards. But otherwise, the 12-week part is where like, do what feels good, avoid things that don't, work up to that, listen to your body, use discernment, etc. So at this point, doing really well. I don't think there's anything more to share, so I will give you another update when I feel like it's appropriate, probably in like another 2 to 4 weeks. Thanks for watching.